A thrilling final over from all-rounder Deandra Dottin and a century from Hayley Matthews guided the West Indies women to a surprise 3-1 victory over hosts New Zealand women at the Women's Cricket World Cup at the Bay Oval on Friday. As Simon Preston reports, it was only the second time the Caribbean side was defeating New Zealand in World Cup history.
After being sent into bat, the Bayesian duo of Deandra Dottin and Hayley Matthews played a cluster of boundaries to carry the Caribbean side to 16 without loss after 2 overs. But Dottin had to go as she was caught for 12. 3 overs later, Kaisia Knight departed for 5 to leave the Windies on 39 for 2. This brought skipper Stefanie Taylor to the crease, who shared in a 66-run third-wicket partnership with Matthews. Taylor was caught behind for 30, but this didn't faze Matthews as she got past 50 and was in search of 3 figures. Shemaine Campbell was out leg before for 20, while Nation played a key supporting role to Matthews as she brought up her century in 118 deliveries. The 23-year-old is now the third West Indian after Stefanie Taylor and Deandra Dottin to score a century at the World Cup. Matthews played a couple more strokes before being caught in the deep for 119. New Zealand dominated with the ball at this point as they took the next 4 wickets for just 39 runs as the West Indies ended on 259 for 9. For New Zealand to win, they would need to secure the highest run chase in World Cup history. Add to that, the White Ferns also lost their last 8 encounters at the Bay Oval. That didn't seem to bother skipper Sophie Devine, who was keen on a score to push her side to victory. But she kept losing partners, with only Amelia Kerr and Amy Satterthwaite getting into double figures when the New Zealanders had reached 162 for 6. But Katie Martin came in to steady the ship, and she was there when Devine brought up her century. Devine continued to apply the pressure as the West Indies made mistakes in the field to push the game down to the wire. Devine had to go for 108 though, as she was caught and bowled by Jamaican Chanel Henry with a score of 215 for 7. New Zealand needed 45 runs to win from 35 balls. Martin and Jess Kerr's 40-run partnership brought the home side on the verge of victory as they needed 6 runs from the final over. Dottin, who didn't bowl for the West Indies in 3 years, produced a harrowing performance as she took 2 wickets and orchestrated a run-out to lead the Caribbean side to a 3-run victory as New Zealand were bowled out for 256 in 49.5 overs. This was only the second time the West Indies were defeating New Zealand in a Women's World Cup and the first time since 2013. Player of the match Hayley Matthews, who also took 2 for 41, is hoping this victory can give the team a lift for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, I think obviously coming into the tournament, first game of a World Cup, you always want to win. Furthermore, against the host New Zealand, who've been playing some really, really good cricket. So yeah, I think to come out here and play the way we did, to come and defend the runs like we did, definitely puts down a statement, and yeah, it just sends confidence to the entire team, and hopefully we can carry that through the tournament.
The West Indies will next be in action against England on Tuesday in Dunedin. Simon Preston reporting for TVJ Sports.